Yesterday is gone, so you only have the day. You wanna throw in the towel, you wanna low on your face. Seem like it's too much, you wanna walk away. But you gotta keep going, you gotta fight another day. You gotta keep on going,
Can't stop here.
you gotta keep on going.
Try until
You gotta keep on going, you gotta keep going. Yeah.
Yo, what's going on, man? Welcome back to Keep Going, the podcast. This is episode 3. And if I'm not mistaken, my boy Miguel Mendoza said something about the third episode. By the third episode, 20% of people drop off. Now, I might be wrong. But look, man, just in case I'm right, that mean I'm part of the 80. Like that mean I'm part of the 80. Like sometimes you just got to keep going to get the simple things in life. But welcome back, man. Welcome back to the podcast, bro. Like for real, keep going the podcast. Like you ready to keep going? And let's dive right into it, man. Let's dive right into it. Today I want to talk about winning. Winning. Like everybody know winning. Like what is winning? Like what is winning to you? What is winning? So look, I wanted to check out the definition real quick. Check this out. Winning, the definition is gaining, resulting in, or relating to victory in a contest or competition. Like a winning streak. Like winning. So it's not just, winning isn't just something you do one time. Winning is something that you do like it's a consistent thing. That means if it's consistent, that means it's not luck. That means this is what you do. You win. All I do is win. Remember that? Like all you do is win. Like this is what I do. So in order for you to be a person to win, it can't be by luck no more. That means you have to have a system in place, like a system in place of something that allows you to keep following these steps to continue to win. So look, man, I want to help everybody out today, man. How to win in life. Like let's talk about it. The thing I love about how to win in life is, first of all, what is winning to you? Because winning is different to everybody. Not everybody believes in winning the same. But I think there has to be some system in play in order for you to know how to win regardless, right? So let me break this down. There's people in life that's winning right now financially. I mean, they killing it, bro. And in their mind, they're successful. In their mind, they're doing big things because they're winning financially. And most people, when we think about winning, when we think about success in life, it always goes to finances. Like if I'm balling out of control financially, like I'm doing my thing. And a lot of people would look at people and say, yeah, like that's successful. But that's just one part of the puzzle. I like this thing. I remember hearing Eric Thomas and them talk about it, but it's called the 5 pillars. And I like it. I took it in because I thought it was dope because it made one stay accountable to more than just one part of their life. Because finances is one part, but what about family? What about family? I remember being part of a youth group, and it was a pretty well-off youth group. And I never forget this little kid. He said, he was asked the question, if you can have one thing, what is it? He said, my father in my life. His father wasn't even no deadbeat father. I mean, his father wasn't even no deadbeat, bro. Like his father was like very, very successful. The problem was that his father would travel so much to where he'd never see him. And he said, I understand my father's doing the best he can, but I don't have him in my life. This was a son saying this about his father. So his father is successful. He killing it, balling, doing his thing, but he's failing in family. So he got one part of it, one part of the pillars, but the other part he's just not doing so well in. So let's talk about it real quick, man. The 5 pillars, which is coming from me, Eric Thomas and them, faith, family, fitness, finance, and freedom. Faith, family, fitness, finance, and freedom. I personally believe you got to have faith. You got to have faith not only in God. I got faith in God. I got faith that Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior. That's my faith. That's my faith that I lean on. That's my faith because I know the things that God did in my life. And I truly believe that I don't care. There's a lot of stuff in life that's not guaranteed. A whole lot. Like, the way I would love life to go is that me and my wife grow to old age, my kids bury us. But the reality of it is, I can't guarantee that. I can't bear, and I don't even like to talk about stuff like this, but I just got to keep it real because I know it's people that follow me that's really been through it. But like my kids can go at any given moment. Like there's not a day that go by. Like I don't think that I can lose this all overnight. I pray to God. I ask God for guidance. I ask God for strength. But the reality of it is, I say to myself all the time, when my wife takes my 2 kids somewhere, they're all in the same car. Something can go wrong and I can lose my whole family just like that. I'm just being real, bro. Like, I'm just talking some real stuff right now. Like, this stuff really happens. I can lose my whole family just like that. So with that being said, I know that that's not guaranteed. I know that growing of old age and dying and my kids bury me, that's not a guarantee. I can't guarantee that. I can't guarantee you that if you continue to grind, that one day you can be successful. Anything can happen. Inky Johnson continued to grind and make it to the NFL. His goals of going to the NFL was not successful. But he was able to keep pushing and go that different direction that God had for him all along in order to be successful as a speaker. That's not what he had in his life, though. That's not the reason he was going to the football fields with the light on at night to be a speaker. Everything he was grinding for was to be an NFL player. He was just this close. I can't guarantee that. But one thing that's guaranteed is death. So for me, faith is big. Because death is guaranteed. And it's the thing that we spend the least time with. It's the thing that we care about the least. And it's the only thing that's going to happen for sure. So faith is big. And then I just faith in God. But having faith in general. Having faith that, like, I believe that God gonna work everything out. But having faith that if I follow the steps, that it's all gonna work out. Because too many of y'all want it to work out, but you don't want to put the work in, but you want it to work out. That makes no sense. Number 2, family. Maybe you say, well, I don't have a family. Okay, you don't have a family. I don't know who don't have a family, but there's people that left places to get out of situations. So technically, the way you view it now, you don't have a family. I get it. So let's family. And if you don't have a family, then you, right? Because you're still important. You still have to learn to love yourself. But let's talk family. And you can, for those who don't have a family, you can input yourself. But you have to take care of your family. I have to spend time with my kids. I have to spend time with my wife. Because those is things I'm caring about also. So those are things that I have to nurture. Those is things that I have to put time into. Because I don't care how much money I got. I don't care. I can have as much money as Bill Gates, Elon Musk. I don't care. It's like you name it. I don't care. But if I walk through that door and my kids ain't happy to see me, and my kids ain't enjoy to see me, I failed. My wife ain't happy to see me, I failed. Because how can I be so successful out there and get no respect at home? I'm a failure. And I got to do something about that. I can't just say, well, I'm doing very well out there. I'm doing well in this area. So I don't care. I don't care if they... No, that's not success. That's not winning. Because remember, winning is doing it over and over again. You have to win more than one time. You won in finance, cool. Let's win in family. Let's win in family. 3, fitness. This is important. And typically a lot of us skip over this for the simple fact that we're so busy. But the reality of it is, I don't care how busy you are. If your body cannot sustain later years, then you grinding right now for no reason. I mean, really break that down. You can be grinding your tail off right now. You can be working as hard as you want. And if you ain't going to make it to see 40 because you in bad health, if 50 going to be a struggle because you in terrible health, then what's the point of it all anyways? What's the point of the grind anyways? You won't take care of your body. It's important. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. Winning is not easy. Only one person can win in professional sports every year. And it's a fight. It's a grind to get there. And it's even harder to do it all over again next year. Winning is easy. But you have to take care of your body if you want to see this success. Because you can get finances. You got it. Bang. Financial. You doing your thing. Family. You got it. Bang. But you can't even enjoy it for a long period of time because you ain't even been taking care of your body. So fitness, number 3. Number 4, we got finance. I said finance? Oh, yeah. Right. Faith. Okay. Finance. And before we got finance, I really ain't got to say no more because we talked about finances because we started off with faith. Why faith is important. Family, fitness, now finance. I mean, finance literally take care and support the lifestyle that you want, whatever that is. Everybody's financial goals aren't the same. Like everybody's financial goals not the same. Like my financial goals of the job I work at right now cannot dare touch the goals that I have for myself down the line. It couldn't touch it. It couldn't hit the tip of the iceberg. I don't care how much overtime I work. I just couldn't touch it. So everybody's goals is not the same because there's people I work with that's fine. That's enough. And that's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. But all of our goals are different. It's different. So finances, what is your finance goals? What is the things that you have that you can, and you know this is more at the bottom of the list. I love that. It's more at the bottom of the list because it's like, believe it or not, it's not the most important. It seems like the most important because you need it to kind of keep going in life, but it's really not the most important. Because I can have faith without having money. I can love my family without having money, and I can take care of my body for the most part without having money. Now, I know you say food, you got a bit, I get you. I mean exercise and things of that nature. But so we have faith, family, finance, fitness, faith, family, fitness, finance, and freedom. And freedom is what we all want. Because in reality, we all don't have it. Because I see people all the time working a Monday through Friday job. And people come in, typically Monday is the hardest day to come to work. And Monday is the hardest day to come to work because you really don't want to be there. You got to be there because it pays the bills. But if everything was paid, would you still be there? If you didn't have to worry about money, would you still be there? So we deal with this all the time because we typically find ourselves being places that we really don't want to be. And that's not freedom. If I have to be there out of my will, that's not freedom. I got to be there just because I got to support this. That's not freedom. And we all want a little bit of freedom. And the reality of it is the more of finances you have, the more freedom you can create for yourself. The less freedom. I heard it said one time from a rich person, people think all I think about is money. No, actually, I have money. So it's the least thing that I think about. But you think about money all the time. And you think I'm thinking about money because you need money. But when you have something, you don't have to think about it because it's already there. So faith, family, fitness, finance, freedom. So when I talk about winning, I'm talking about winning in every aspect of this. Not just in one place, not just in your finances. Some people are very, very spiritual, not just in your faith. Like I see so many people, they winning in their faith. Sometimes a little too much faith. They don't want to put no work in. No, there's a balance to this. There's levels to this. So what is winning to you? First of all, that's a question only you can ask. And then I'm going to take these goals, these things, and I'm going to break it down in the system. So I got this thing, my thing is keep going. So going got broke down in the system. And the G in going is for goals. What are your goals in each of these areas? What is your goals in faith? What is your goals in family, fitness, finance, and freedom? Like, what can you see in those areas? Write down your goals. Write them down. And that's different for everybody. We all don't have the same goals. My goals in my faith is to be more deliberate about have a reading structure of how I read my word. Or to be more intentional about how I want to be effective and help somebody today. Be intentional about that. I want to intentionally go show my support somewhere. I don't just want to pop up at the homeless shelter every blue moon. Maybe I want to be more intentional about how I pop up there. That's maybe a goal in my faith. What's a goal for yours and family? I got to spend a little more time with my kids. Sometimes I get too busy and I ain't got enough time. But I got to be more intentional about making time. With my wife, I got to be more intentional about date night. Because when we first got married, when we first started dating, it was easy. And now as life goes on, I can't just get so caught up that now I forget that she's still important to me. Like, what is your goals? Finance. Have some finance goals. Stop just making the money that your job pays you. Have a goal. Stop just going through life, going through motions. Have a goal. Have a fitness goal. You might be in a situation where you feel like fitness is very hard. You might be older and it might be difficult. That might mean you just walk around your block. 30 days straight, walk around your block. Come on. It's never an excuse. Create goals. It's not going to be easy. And the reality of it is, the further that you go along, the harder it's going to get. The harder it's going to get. So sometimes you can get a little stubborn. So after that, after goals, creating goals in all 5 of these pillars. What's your goal for your freedom? After that, we got organized. Organizing your goals. Because it's a lot. These is 5 pillars. Right? It's a lot. It can get a little, if you don't break this, like be intentional about breaking this down, it can be a little tough. So organize them. This is how you create a system. Create a system. Organize, gather these goals together and create a system for these goals. Number 3, implement them. Look, man, there's going to be a lot of people right now that you watching this video, I promise. 1 and 2, you going to get down. You finna get motivated. You finna get pumped. Man, I'm on it. Man, only one Lambo, Alvin Lamb, I heard what he said. He said, get my goals. He said, organize them. I'm hyped. I'm ready to go. Let's do this. You're going to be excited. And then when it's time to apply, when it's time to implement them to your life, it starts to get a little difficult. You got to start off small. Don't be one of them people that you ain't been doing nothing close to it. And then now you're going to give yourself the biggest, start off small. Break it down in systems. 30 days at a time. At the end of 30 days, this is what I want to get out of this goal. Implement them. Do them every day. Get used to them. Make them become a part of you. I heard in the podcast the other day, a dude studied behaviorists in human beings, and he said, most people aren't who they want to be. That's tough. Most people aren't who they want to be. Wow. We struggling just to be who we want to be. Break these things down in systems. Make them easy so you can follow, so then you can level them up. So the goals, the G for going is goals. The O is organize. The I is implement. Number 4, narrow vision. I talked about this. We don't do plan Bs. Plan B, the B is for bailout. You need a bailout. And whenever you have a bailout, it's hard to stick to plan A because you got a bailout to lean on. And as long as you got a bailout to lean on, you always going to go for the bailout. You're always going to go for the bailout. Narrow vision. Implement these goals. Stay there. Stay there. Stop moving around everywhere. You can't stick to nothing. Stay there. You got a goal, stay right there. Stop going different places. Stay right there. Number 5, grind. It's just that simple, baby. It's just that simple, baby. It's just that simple. Grind it out. Grind it. Keep going. Grind. Because if you don't put the work in, none of it's going to work. You got to grind. What is your freedom? What does your freedom look like? Because everybody's freedom is different. What is yours? So make sure you keep going and ask yourself, what is winning to you? What is winning to you? And when you leave this podcast today, go win. So don't forget, going, organize, implement, narrow vision, grind. And you grinding, you doing all of that for faith, family, fitness, finance, freedom. That's good. I hope y'all enjoyed the episode. This episode number 3. Episode number 3, how to win in life. I hope you learned today how to win in life. Not just one part of it, the whole thing. Keep going. It's your boy. I'm out.
Yesterday is gone, so you only have a day. You wanna throw in the towel, you wanna low on your face. Seem like it's too much, you wanna walk away. But you gotta keep going, you gotta fight another day.